It's music theory. Online, let's learn some theory. Online, by watching modules. Online, with music theory. Online.
Hi, welcome to Module 21. In our last module, we talked about how to find the keys of melodies. We're going to continue working on transposition in this module. Just to review, transposition means that you're going to play a piece in a key that's different from the one that it was written in. The first thing we need to do is find the key of the melody. And in order to find that, we'll check the starting and the ending note. Then if the melody doesn't begin on the tonic, we'll see if it's part of the tonic triad. Make sure that it's not the relative minor, and keep in mind that sometimes the seventh isn't raised in the minor key. What you're doing when you're transposing is that you're making a copy of the same music but at a different pitch. The first key is called the original key. You can transpose up an octave, down an octave. You can stay in the same clef. Maybe you'll change clefs. You always transpose from a major key to a major key or a minor key to a minor key. Never, ever, ever, ever will you go from major to minor or minor to major. It's only major to major and minor to minor. Always keep in mind the grand staff, because if you're going up or down an octave, keeping in mind the grand staff will ensure that you don't miss an octave. You will need to retain all the melodic intervals the same as they were in the original key. Also, you'll include all the terms, all the signs, everything that's written in the original melody. If the original melody has a title, you would copy the title. If it has a composer, you would copy everything exactly the same. Be careful to check your stems. When you transpose it up or down an octave, all the stems might be going in a different direction. So double check that you have your stem direction correct. It's very important that the first note that you transpose is correct. So if you are asked to transpose up an octave in the treble clef, you can see that that's what I've done here. I've gone up 8 notes. In the bass clef, I've transposed these notes up 1 octave in the bass clef. The hardest part with transposition is ensuring that you read the directions very, very carefully. On this slide, you can see that we have key signatures as well that must be copied. And in this case, we're changing clefs. So the question would be, transpose this melody down 1 octave into the bass clef. And notice how the stems are going in a different direction. You're going to follow the stem rule. In the next example, it's the same thing. What you're given is in the treble clef, and you're asked to transpose this down 1 octave into the bass clef. Here are just a few little samples again of some that I did, just to kind of give you an idea of how it's going to fit. So this first one, the assignment would have said something like, transpose this down 1 octave in the treble clef. So notice how the notes are grouped the same way. I didn't put the MF here, and I should have, so I'd lose a mark for that. But the stems are going up, whereas the stems in the original are going down. In the next example, in the bass clef, it would be transpose this down 1 octave in the bass clef. And then in this third example, again, it's in the bass clef. The question would have been, transpose this up 1 octave in the bass clef. In summary, transposition isn't difficult. what you want to be careful of, though, is that you read the instructions very carefully so that you are doing what's asked, and you're going to the correct clef, and if you're going up or down, and also double check to make sure that you've obeyed all your stem rules. Double check that you've copied down all of the other information, any dynamic markings, anything like that must also be copied down. So now you're ready to start transposing up and down and all around. So you can practice doing some transposing this week, and I'll see you next time. Have a super duper week. Bye-bye.
It's music theory. Online, let's learn some theory. Online, by watching modules. Online, with music theory. Online.